Most of them would go into their family's core businesses. Studying agriculture was honestly hard to imagine. Anna rubbed her chin, a thoughtful look in her eyes. I'm not sure about that. My family has never really dealt with Lily's family. Lily's family wasn't from Haicheng. They came from Beijing, and most of their power was based there too. As people born and raised in Haicheng, Lucy and the others really had barely met the younger generation of Lily's family. Still, they all felt it probably wasn't that Lily. After all, what top-tier wealthy family would let their daughter study farming? That was unheard of. It was way too unbelievable. After hearing all this, Lucy suddenly stood up and said in a low voice, I'm going out to take a look. With that, she strode toward the private room door, her steps slightly rushed. After Lucy left, the private room fell briefly silent. Amy looked at Anna, scratched her head, and whispered, Anna, don't you think Lucy's attitude toward Jack is kind of weird? There was a hint of curiosity in her eyes. Anna's face instantly darkened, and there was some dissatisfaction in her tone. She keeps wavering between Jack and Tom, caring about this one and unable to let go of that one. If she keeps this up, she'll end up losing both of them. By then, she'll regret it too late. As Anna said this, a complicated look flashed through her eyes. She seemed very disappointed in what Lucy was doing. Amy looked at Anna and faintly felt that Anna was unhappy with Lucy, but she didn't say anything more. She only sighed silently in her heart. Meanwhile, I had changed in the employee locker room and folded my uniform neatly before putting it into the locker. I packed up and was about to leave, and I picked up my phone and instantly frowned. There were several messages from Lucy on the screen, asking where I had gone, whether I was still in touch with Lily, whether she had helped me find this part-time job, and saying I shouldn't take the bus anymore because she'd have Uncle William drive me to and from school. I stared at those messages in confusion, feeling pretty speechless. In my past life, Lucy always looked down on me. She even snapped at me, saying I rode with her to and from school on purpose just to get her attention. But now I wasn't riding with her anymore, and she still wasn't happy? And why did Lucy suddenly bring up Lily again? What did this have to do with Senior Lily? I shook my head helplessly, didn't reply to Lucy, and left the restaurant. Lucy searched all over the restaurant, her eyes anxious, but she still couldn't find me. A thought suddenly flashed through her mind. She wondered if Lily had taken me away. After all, this restaurant might very well belong to Lily's family. The moment Lucy thought of that, her heart felt like it was being tightly grabbed by an invisible hand. Her irritation grew stronger. She was restless and couldn't calm down at all. The food in front of her seemed to lose all its color and taste, making it impossible for her to swallow. The private room she had been sitting in now felt like a cage, suffocating her. She couldn't sit still anymore, so she took Anna and Amy, her two childhood friends, and sat down at a table outside. Only Anna and Amy, who had grown up with her, would put up with her. If it were anyone else, they probably wouldn't have been able to stand her unpredictable temper by now. Amy looked at Lucy's dazed and lost expression. Feeling a little sorry for her, she called over a server, placed the order, and then asked for Lucy. Where's that new intern from A University? He's our classmate. Did he already get off work? Actually, she didn't even need to explain. Everyone in the restaurant already knew their relationship, because not long ago they had fought with other customers over that intern right there in the restaurant. Everyone had heard about it. When the server heard the question, she bent slightly and said quietly, I think he left. Because of what happened earlier, our manager fired him. There was a trace of sympathy in the server's voice. Amy froze the second she heard that. She instinctively glanced at Lucy, her eyes full of shock, and couldn't help saying, What, he got fired? Her voice rose a little without her realizing it. The server nodded gently, confirming the news. When Anna heard it, her brows furrowed tightly. She looked at Lucy with blame in her eyes. Lucy, you really went too far this time. Anna knew very well that this was only my first day at work. I had wanted to use this part-time job to train myself and help cover my living expenses. But because of Lucy's impulsive behavior, I got fired. I must have been really hurt. Lucy's expression changed in an instant, and a wave of guilt rose in her heart. But she quickly got stubborn and said, So what if he got fired? A place like this is complicated anyway. It's not right for him. Even though she said that, her eyes revealed a trace of unease. She couldn't help overthinking. Why would he suddenly need a part-time job? Was Lucy's family paying Jack's father too little, so Jack's father couldn't give him enough living expenses? Was that why he had no choice but to work part-time? Lucy talked tough, but deep down she couldn't stay calm. She sat there on pins and needles. After a moment, she couldn't take it anymore and immediately stood up. She strode toward the restaurant entrance, ready to leave and go find me. Just as she reached the door, Anna reacted quickly and stepped forward to stop Lucy. Anna looked at Lucy with a serious expression and said, Lucy, I suggest you stop trying to find Jack. Didn't Tom just get discharged from the hospital? You should go see him. In Anna's eyes, Lucy was now wavering between Jack and Tom. That kind of behavior not only hurt both boys, but also threw Lucy herself into chaos. When Lucy heard this, her face instantly darkened, and she said coldly, What? Even you're stopping me now? You don't want me to find him? Anna, did you fall for Jack too just because he gave you flowers at the freshman gala? There was anger and accusation in her tone, as if she had already decided Anna had other intentions. Anna frowned, and her face turned extremely grim. She looked at Lucy and raised her voice. Lucy, listen to what you're saying. You're being way too impulsive. Calm down. Anna realized that whenever Jack was involved, Lucy seemed like a completely different person, always becoming extremely impulsive. She completely lost her usual reason. And Lucy was already cold and self-centered by nature, rarely thinking from anyone else's point of view. Because of that, she easily made the people around her feel annoyed and hurt, yet she had no idea. She only acted according to her own thoughts. Lucy sneered, her eyes full of disdain. Stay out of it, I know what I'm doing. After saying that, she forcefully shook off Anna's hand and walked straight toward her car. She opened the door, started the engine, and sped off in a cloud of dust. Amy watched the scene with a conflicted expression, then said to Anna, "Anna, why did you argue with Lucy? She's always been like this. The more you talk, the less she'll listen." She paused, then asked in confusion, "Didn't you used to stay out of this stuff? Why did you speak up today?" Anna stayed silent for a long time before finally saying, "I just can't stand it. Acting like this will only cause more trouble for other people." The other people she mentioned didn't need to be explained. Amy knew she meant Jack. After hearing that, Amy couldn't help taking a few extra looks at Anna. She felt Anna was acting a little unusual today. Normally, Anna was the quietest one, always just watching from the side. But right now, she had become unusually involved.